Hey yo, what is poppin'? It's your boy Fizz and I'm bringing you guys the OLT Battle Week 5 in the Oblivion League, and I'm going up against JJ Gals and the DC Umbreon. Now JJ, he's a pretty good pal of mine. I've known him for a long while now. One of my first friends on Discord. So yeah, a lot of good pals in this league, man. A lot of good friends, and definitely a pretty decent battler. I've battled him like once in the past for a random tour that again didn't really mean anything. So yeah, looking forward to this battle, and if I win here, then I'm able to clutch up the first seed in the league, and don't mind that airplane in the back if you can hear it. But yeah, if we clutch up here and get the dub, we can potentially get the first spot in the league, which is pretty incredible considering the pretty solid competition in this league. So I definitely want to try to get that first slot here, and yeah, let's see how we face against JJ, and I'm looking forward to this battle, man. Going 4-1 in this league would be pretty sick. So yeah, it's going to be fun. But yeah, I'm just going to go right into his team. He has the Zygarde 50%, Clefable, Broken Pokemon, Mega Scizor, Nihilego, Snorlax, Vaporeon, Whimsicott, Necrozma, Emboar, Alolan Raticate, and the Goat Psyduck. So he has a pretty solid team, like pretty bulky offense, I would say. Like a nice synergy with the first three picks. I really like that core right there. Mega Scizor is incredible, Zygarde's incredible, Clef is really nice, Nihilego is really nice in conjunction with a Zygarde that can break the steals for it. So in general, this is a really nice team. I feel like has a bit of a speed issue, like Whimsicott being the fastest Pokemon kind of sucks. But other than that, it's a pretty solid bulky offense. But yeah, unfortunately this team kind of gets bodied by my Meloetta right here, which is living for breaking bulky offense. Like, it's a tremendous breaker in like most matchups. So yeah, it's gonna have a field day here, and yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into my team now. First off, I have the Meloetta Pirouette. Pretty much the same set as last week, except I mixed up a move. I have the Life Orb, and I'm adamant once again, since I don't really need to run any more speed. Even if I want to outrun a Scarfer, which I don't really want to do, I really like Adamant here. I outspeed everything on his team naturally, so that's really sick. Return 2 shots Clefable, which is really amazing. Fire Punch is there for the Mega Scizor. I could have run Ice Punch for the Zygarde. In hindsight, I think that was a better play. But it opened the slot for me to run U-Turn, which is incredible against his team. Necrozma is probably going to be his switch-in since he knows that Life Orb. Meloetta obviously 2 shots at Clefable, so he's probably going to use Necrozma as a switch-in, so I can U-turn out and get initiative into like Mammo or something. And so yeah, U-turn is really nice, what's it called, pivoting option there. Close combat's there in case I need to hit Snorlax for big damage, or in general just hit something neutrally, like Scizor and Nihilego. They don't really want to take close combats, and Necrozma takes a lot from like something like a close combat into a U-turn, so it takes like 60% or something like that, which is going to be incredible for Meloetta. So that's just incredible amounts of chip already. And yeah, Meloetta is just disgusting, man. I think it was a mistake to allow this thing. Like, quite honestly, I don't think this should have been allowed, since it's just incredibly tough to switch into, man. It's just a Lopunny with slightly worse speed, but with an item. I think it's just broken, I feel like, with the U-turn and knockoff option as well. I think it's just way too broken for this league, especially where this is like one of the best Pokemon available. If it was like in another Ubers league, I think it would have been okay, even though it would still be really good. I think it just shouldn't be allowed, straight up. I mean, this was probably obvious when I drafted it, but it shouldn't be allowed. But yeah, Meloetta is incredible, and yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into my Moltres here. Devin, after Devin Booker, who plays on the Phoenix Suns. So I tried to make a clever name there, couldn't really think of anything else. So yeah, Devin here has a Flamethrower, Whirlwind, Roost, and the Defog. I'm kind of terrified of something like a Cosmic Power Clefable and like a same thing with the Necrozma. Kind of terrified of those kinds of sets, so Whirlwind is really nice for that. And if Zygarde feels like setting up on me, I can definitely Whirlwind those out. And yeah, again, Snorlax can set up all over me. It can like run a Facade. If he thinks I'm going to be Flame Body, which I am, I can Whirlwind that out if he tries to curse or something on me. So Whirlwind is going to be really nice there. Flamethrower is just the best thing ever. Not that, wow, I worded that wrong. It's just the best thing I have available. Roost for longevity, Defog, because I really don't appreciate T-Spikes or Rocks on my team, and I need to keep my Moltres as healthy as possible, since this is going to be my primary switch into Mega Scizor. After like I see something with Meloetta, it's probably going to be in range of a Mega Scizor hit, so that's why I have Moltres. Force him to go for that 50-50, whether I'm going to go into my Moltres or something like that, and if he goes for like Bull Punch or U-turn, I get the Flame Body burn, and it's going to be really good. But you can also pack HP Rock on there. I could definitely see that coming, but it's probably just going to bounce off anyway. But yeah, this is a pretty good set against this team. I think it defensively checks a lot of what he has on his draft, so I think it's really good. Next up, I have another breaker with the Banded Mammo, and my team is disgusting, dude. I don't really know how you just prep for Mamoswine in general. But to pair that with Thundy, and the Meloetta, I just don't really know. But yeah, Meloetta, or Banded Memo rather, like has an incredible matchup here. I can Ice Shard like the Whimsicott and the Zygarde, so it can't really win with like a DD set. And it can't really win with a Banded set either, since I do have like a Dome Eyes, but it does get crunched, so I don't really know. Banded is probably going to be the best option here, but if it is Banded, I can revenge it with an Ice Shard, so that's going to be pretty cool for me. Banded Earthquake has no switch-ins. Whimsicott gets 2-shot, and that's his only resist to Earthquake. And he has no flying type either, so just spamming Earthquake is just going to be the play, man. That's all it's going to be here for. And Ice Shard is there just in case I need it for something, and Icicle Crash Superpower is only there in case Snorlax gets boosted up and I need to kill it with the strongest hitting move that I have with the Superpower. That's the only reason I have it. But yeah, just Banded Mammo does Banded Mammo things, man. What can I tell you? Next up, I have FizzDef, very Fizzdeath Mega Blastoise with the Ice Beam, Scald, and the Rest Talk. Rest Talk is really good because it allows me to switch in multiple times to the Zygarde, which I can chew 2 Banded Thousand Arrows. And I can chew any Scissor hit, most Nihilego hits, not all of them, but I can chew some. And I can Rest Hawk in front of them, and nothing appreciates getting a Scald burned other than like Vaporeon, but I think that's a horrendous matchup. I can definitely see it coming, maybe, but I really don't think it has a good matchup at all. So I'm really comfortable running the set, and a little bit of special attack to hit things harder. This thing does a lot to his team. Straightforward set, just really FizzDef, and helps out a lot against his team. So yeah, I think it's a good set. The only problem is that Clefable, but I do have big ways to like break that Clefable if it is like a setup variant like I mentioned before. I think I have really solid ways to break it. Next up, I have the Ray Nicholas. 3 attacks with Recover here, Leftovers Magic Guard, and I'm very Spadef just to be able to hit the Nihilego or check the Nihilego. I can switch into like most Nihilego sets unless it's like Specs, but it takes a lot for Specs to dent my team. I don't think it's a good matchup at all. But I recover Sash Shock, HP Ice, and Signal Beam. HP Ice is really nice for Zygarde because I can break the Yachi Berry if it does have one, and I can just kill it with the Mammo later. So that's going to be really clutch for that. And I have Sash Shock because it hits Nihilego, kills that thing, and it hits a lot of things hard since I have a little bit of investment, but that goes a long way. Signal Beam is there to hit the Necrozma the best way possible, and Alolan Raticate, which honestly I can definitely see coming, like Alolan Raticate to set up for like a Nihilego win con potential. I can definitely see it happening to Pursuit Trap my Ray Nicholas, etc. So I can definitely see that coming, and I know he loves Alolan Rat, so you never know. But I think this is the best set I can bring here. Calm Mind didn't really, I mean, it did have a good matchup, but I felt like 3 attacks recovered just worked the nicest with my team. So yeah, and next up I have my Rocker, just be able to chip down his team and serve as a decent switch into the Nihilego. Obviously gets Grass Knot. But anyways, I'm running the Stealth Rock, Scald, HP Fire, Knockoff with the Leftovers and Water Absorb. So no Rindo Berry. I felt like Leftovers is probably more useful than the Rindo Berry because I can play around Nihilego not being scarfed and going for a Grass Knot, etc. Stuff like that. So again, I'm very Spadef for the Nihilego. I can take 1 Grass Knot from full if it's like a lead matchup. I don't have Earthquake on it, unfortunately, and I have a little bit of special attack just so I can hit stuff like the Mega Scissor harder, so I'm not like complete setup fodder, and I can hit it pretty hard with the HP Fire. And yeah, Scald is broken. Knockoff is really nice in case I want to knock off like a Berry on Snorlax, which is going to be pretty good for me. Knock off anything in general. Scissor is the only thing that doesn't want to be knocked off, and that gets HP fired or burned to the face. So yeah, comfortable with running this set. No Earthquake kind of sucks for Nihilego in case it's a lead matchup, but I don't really care. You know, it's just going to be here to get up rocks decently safe and do things. So yeah, in general, it's just a straightforward team. Just have my Meloetta, Mammo do all the dirty work while I have my Fat Mons serve really nicely in this matchup. Don't let his bulky offense set up, and I think I'm good to go. So yeah, that's going to be my team, and I'm going to get connected to JJ, and let's see how we do in the Week 5 battle. And we are here with the battle against JJ. Good luck, have fun, of course. And he decides to bring a team consisting of the Whimsicott, Clefable, Necrozma, Mega Scissor, Nihilego, or Nihilego, I don't know how you pronounce that shit, dude. And the Zygarde 50%. So things that I expected. Whimsicott is kind of surprising, but you know, it made sense. Like prevent getting up rocks from lead, etc. So I guess the Whimsicott made sense and serve as a ground resist, quotation marks, since it doesn't switch into 2 Earthquakes anyway. But yeah, no, that happens. But yeah, it's the same team I expected. Really, I expect everything just to be fat, and the Nihilego and Zygarde to be offensive in some way. So I mean, it's just in general like the team that I expected. And right here, I'm just gonna lead off with my Meloetta Pirouette, predicting him to see if he will be lead in Nihilego or not, pretty much. Because if he is lead in Nihilego, that something's not Scarf, so that removes it from being a threat against my team. So I get U-turn, trying to break a Sash or something, and yeah, just U-turn into my Mamo, which can break this thing apart. He goes for the Iron Defense for some reason, as I just two-shot everything with Earthquake, not even when Takatsu switches in. And right here, didn't think he would Bullet Punch, since I have 2 water types and a Moltres. I think he would just U-turn or go for like a Whack Toxic or HP Rock or something. So I think Bullet Punch was probably going to be the worst play for him in that scenario. So I'm just going to Earthquake right there. So he sacks his Mega Scissor, which is incredible, as I can definitely two-shot this thing. And as you can see, I do 73%. And he goes for the Cosmic Power, which is fine because I kill it next turn. So we just get rid of 2 Mons right off the bat. Right here, I'm obviously forced to switch out, as he goes for the nice U-turn play, which I don't really mind. Moltres isn't that big anymore now that Scissor is gone, so I don't really mind things anymore. But I go into my Ray Nicholas, my Nihilego check, as he goes for the Side Shock, and that does a tremendous amount since I am pretty invested, as he goes for a Switcheroo and switches me Specs instead of like a Scarf or something. So this is fine by me. He goes into Necrozma, as he goes for the Rest right here, which is very interesting. I just go for my Side Shock here since it was like no drawback, but Rest was interesting. Just go into my Memo. Don't care if I get Toxic, something dies to the Earthquake. And I want to see if he's Sleep Talk or not, which he's not Sleep Talk. So I just go for my Earthquake and two-shot something. I know he has one more turn of sleep. So yeah, he's still asleep, no Sleep Talk there. So I'm just going to kill something with the Earthquake, which is fine by me. He goes into the Nihilego next. I want to keep this thing around just to Ice Shard the Zygarde, as he goes for the nice Grass Knot play. I mean, it was fair enough like that he went for the Grass Knot. Didn't need rocks anymore for like anything really. Everything was in range of a hit from like Meloetta or something, so I felt like he would Grass Knot, but I just wanted to sack my Sagittarius. Didn't really do much in the end game, but probably wasn't the play. Probably should have gone into like Ray Nicholas or something, but didn't want him to Sludge Wave there for whatever reason. But I just go into my Meloetta Pirouette as he goes into the Zygarde, and I'm just going to CC right here as nothing switches in. You see that does a tremendous amount, and at this range I'm just going to CC again. I don't care if he goes for the E-Speed or Night Die or whatever. He goes for the E-Speed and actually does nothing, so I'm just going to CC again as Zygarde goes down. And right here, Nihilego, and it can be Scarfed and it can outspeed my Meloetta, which is exactly what happened. So very interesting that he decided to lead with the Scarf Nihilego right off the bat. But right here, I don't know why I go into Blastoise. Ray Nicholas kills it anyway. So yeah, he obviously two-shots me with Power Jump. Don't really know I didn't go into the Nihilego, or the Ray Nicholas rather, just to kill this thing, but I sacked a differential point there for no reason. But either way, I still live everything with my Ray Nicholas. So yeah, I'm just gonna take everything and Side Shock it back. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up OLT Week 5. Again, a pretty solid and quick battle. 22 turns is pretty good. Could have won 4-0, but I don't know what I was thinking going into Blastoise. I quite honestly forgot I had a Ray Nicholas in the back. That was my like Nihilego check, but I don't know. We won anyway, which is fine by me, and we are actually locked to be first in OLT right now, which is pretty sick. I'm one of 2 4-1 teams right now, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking to be in prime position to go into playoffs, so yep, overall pretty good stuff there. Mamo is just broken. I mean, Meloetta is also broken, should not be allowed, but Mamo, it had its time to shine this game, so really proud of my little Hawk there. And yeah, next week I believe we are going to be facing Zern. So we had a series of pretty good battles in the past, a lot of really dirty battles like hacks and chokes and stuff like that, but hopefully we can have a non-shit game next week in OLT. So looking forward to that. Hopefully we can go 5-1 there. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me, and like always, have a swell day. Peace.